ShipShape TV is brought to you by SureHold. Clean and simple. Make sure to subscribe to be notified of the latest ShipShape TV content.
This is going to be such an awesome show, guys. We're going to kind of start off up in North Carolina. And I was so impressed with this new model boat that I actually ordered it. It's actually in the lamination schedule, okay? It's called a KenCraft 2260. We're going to be doing a boat review today, and in the future we're going to be showing you how my boat got built, okay? But what's so special about that boat build is it has a huge forward deck, if you will, up front that I think would be perfect for one of these lily pad diving boards. Now this is a flat bottom skiff, okay? But it's unlike any skiff you might be familiar with. This is like Mac Daddy. We're going to be reviewing it today. We're going to be back down in Miami at Miami Prestige Interiors. We're going to kind of see what they came up with, upholstery-wise, for my back bench seat here. Then we're taking the boat up to Rockledge, Florida to SeaDek, and we're going to make it to where nobody with a wet foot on that diving board is ever going to slip in my boat. It is going to be the cat's meow. But where we need to begin, like always, is we got to work out a little trade-off. We've got to get all of you to spend the next 30 minutes with us as we're working here in the boat shop / television studios. And then in exchange, we're going to be letting you in on so many more ways to make your boat ship-shape.
This episode of ShipShape TV is brought to you by SureHold Industries, helping you keep your boat clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're watching ShipShape TV, boat improvement made easy.
John, last time on the show we reviewed the 2020 KenCraft 239 Bay Rider Bay boat.
All right, your friend Joe is running that boat right now. And guys, welcome back. Who we have back on the program, this is Bob Brunson, and Bob's family actually owns KenCraft. They've been around for 45 years. And what we're on today, this is your #1 seller. And I want to talk about it. What model is this?
This is the KenCraft Bay Rider 2260.
Okay, this is a flat bottom skiff. This is what put KenCraft on the map, but it's not like a traditional skiff. I want to talk about the weight of this boat without the hardtop and without the engine, because this is a tank, guys.
2,550 pounds.
There's a big misconception that flat bottom boats will beat you to death in a chop. You're putting weight into this boat, you always have. What does that give you when you're running in a chop?
Well, the weight will add to a more stable ride. So the misconception is correct. Most flat bottom boats do beat you fairly well. The difference is we've got more weight in this boat to take that pounding, and it's obviously with 4 stringers you're spreading the stress of that pounding over a wider platform.
This is a fishing machine, guys, if you're into skinny water fish. I'm sitting on a huge casting platform. Underneath it, in these 2 hatches, okay, this is all open storage. This is only a 22-foot boat. You would not believe the amount of gear that you could carry on it. But I noticed that you have like 3 lifting strakes or something going down the center of the boat. Do those run for
They're
all the way
tracking
to
strakes, and they run from the front of the hull to the back of the hull.
Okay, and what does that give you in the way of performance?
It helps the boat track, but it also is part of our legendary turning ability. So when you make a turn in this boat at 3/4 throttle, there is 0 sliding on the water.
Don't most flat bottom skiffs, when you're making a high-speed turn, don't they kind of slide out, or sometimes do they even stick?
They all slide, and then when you're making a turn, you've got to gauge your turn ahead of time. Not with this boat. You turn, it turns sharper than any V-bottom out there. It absolutely sticks in a turn, and
Okay,
you can't believe it until you try it.
So it's incredibly safe. It's incredibly maneuverable. Look at how much room we have inside here. Okay, you bring out the Ocean Tamer beanbag chairs. Okay, how many people could you put on this boat?
A lot. We call it the neighborhood. You can put your neighborhood on the boat. The nice thing about this boat is it doubles as a great weekend adventure at the island as we're sitting now,
we're
right?
beached up here.
We're beached. The other great thing about this boat is, and the charter captains love it, because you've got, as you already mentioned, you've got a big casting platform, you've got a big deck to fish from, You can get 2 or 3 people standing on one side of the boat and you don't get the boat to heel over.
Check this out. Joe and I back at the dock, okay, we were literally on one side jumping up and down, and I don't think the boat dipped more than an inch, inch and a half into the water.
No.
Is the hardtop standard?
Hardtop is optional, so some of the guys that are really into hardcore fishing don't want the top because they get in the way of the fly rods, whatever. The hardtop's 2-inch pipe. That's a all composite top, and you see our stereo speakers up there, the wet sounds. We only use wet sounds exclusive.
Why do you only use wet sound?
We've tried every speaker on the market. They're the only ones that the sun can't turn yellow, and they hold up.
What about the stereo?
Stereo head units are Fusion, and our electronics are Garmin.
All right, and their engines are exclusively Yamaha, and this is a heavy boat. You got a 150 on it. Does it go fast?
It's plenty of power. So if you go to Yamaha's website and look at the performance bulletins on this boat and the 24 and the 20, they're all consistently in the mid-40s with a 150 on there. So you don't have to purchase a 200 horsepower outboard to even add your neighborhood inside the boat and be able to take them to the island.
The fit and finish on this boat compared to other skiffs is second to none. You're using Acon pop-up cleats. You're using the Mate series cup holder, rod holder.
Bronze hardware below the waterline.
You're using the best electronics, the best engines. You're using the best stereo stuff. If you pan back and you look at how much room, I mean, passengers can get back and forth. You've got a 15-gallon live well up front. Can you get an optional?
We have an optional 45-gallon live well leaning post. This boat also comes in a forward seating model similar to the 239 that we reviewed last time.
Okay, so families, if you're into fishing into the skinny water, if you want to go to the sandbar with a bunch of people, this is an absolute candidate. Where is it priced in the marketplace, and how can people at home get more information?
This boat is priced comparable with other flat bottom boats, and as far as information on our boats, you can go to one of our dealers, go to our website, www.kencraftboats.com, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook.
Wait, don't skip ahead. We've got a free gift for you. Hi, I'm Barry Burhoff, president of Surehold Industries, and we've been the leader in boat care for over half a century. And today, we want to share our free gift with you, Surehold's essential boat care guide and checklist. By clicking this link above, you'll discover comprehensive tips from engine maintenance to effortless washing, ensuring your boat stays ship shape. So don't miss out. Download your free Surehold maintenance guide now so we can help you keep your boat clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're dialed in to ShipShape TV, boat improvement that's easy to comprehend.
I'm so excited. About 2 weeks ago, we dropped off my 3-piece fiberglass bench seat for my Bertram here in Miami at Miami Prestige Interiors. Now, I haven't seen anything, you haven't seen anything, but I totally gave them total creativity on this project. I'm excited. Let's see what they came up with.
Hi John, what we have here is one of your cushions. This is what we came out with.
Okay, this is actually brilliant. Check this out. This is my backrest, okay, right here. This is the seat bottom, okay, the seat base, and it folds.
All right.
I told you that I wanted to stow these cushions inside this compartment. And guys, who we now have on the program is one of the owners at Miami Prestige Interiors. This is Rienier Lopez, and Rienier and Deborah run this place, and you do an amazing job. We're in just one of their sewing rooms. And I want to talk a little bit, I know this is the Umbrella Horizon. This is the vinyl that's guaranteed not to pink or black mold for 5 years. And I want to get into how we are actually affixing them to the seats. You have one installed here. How does this all work?
Yeah, like you see, there is a sail track on the top.
Okay, that's this right here.
And then we have some snaps at the bottom. And I know.
Oh yeah, I was trying to avoid snaps.
I know you told me you didn't want snaps, but hear me out. You're gonna put SeaDek anyways on the piece. So they have different thicknesses of SeaDek.
I didn't realize that.
If you put the same height of SeaDek as the snap, you won't be.
See, I thought it all came one thickness or whatever, and that might be a little toe stubber. So you're saying I can get a little thicker SeaDek, come up to the height of the snap, and you're never going to feel it on your foot.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's going to be very convenient for you just having loose cushions.
Rienier was teaching me about different hardware that they get from like Trivantage and everything else. And I know you have a little example board next to you, and if you could pick that up. Rienier's using something really unique that I've never seen before in boating. I've never seen it with boat builders or anything. It's not a traditional snap, and this one is a traditional snap. What are you using, and why might somebody want to think about switching over or something like that in the future, especially if they ever have the problem of wind catching on a piece of upholstery on like a coffin box or something like that, and whoosh, you lose the upholstery. You know, who wants to lose that cushion? Show how a regular snap works and how this one's different.
These are just regular snaps. If you were gonna use these on your pieces, the wind blowing here, you're gonna lose the cushions really soon. So just
so let me show that, guys. Any direction you turn this snap, you can remove it, and you can also install it. Okay. This is a special snap that Rienier was telling me about, and this is called a one-way snap?
Yes.
How does it work?
The way it works is it comes in really simple, and you can take it off really simple. The problem is if you have wind blowing on your cushion, it's not going to go anywhere. So there's only one way to remove it from this side.
Check it out, guys. And they have a little label here sewn in, and it says one-way snap, pull from this side. Okay, so this is the way that you remove it. Now my snaps are set up in a situation, in a positioning way, to where if the wind is coming on the front of those cushions, it cannot pull it off. Okay, that is brilliant. I know that there was a lot of work that went into this with the templating, the cutting of the foam, the sewing of the upholstery. I know you actually put in the track and you put in the snaps themselves, made sure that everything lines up. But we have a lot of boat builders that watch the program, and really good quality upholstery shops are few and far between. There's also a ton of boaters watching, and they need quality work, and that's what I bring on, is only the best of the best. These guys are it. How do they get you at home?
Basically, MiamiPrestige.com. That's our website.
Hey guys, I'm Brian Farrell, the head technician, and this project's really heating up. But stay tuned. John, myself, and the experts will be right back right after this.
No more frozen snaps and zippers with the SureHold Snap Stick. The easy-to-apply wax is specifically designed to lubricate snaps, zippers, and other mechanical fasteners that are susceptible to corrosion. Add protection and lubricate valuable parts in just a matter of seconds. Stop fighting with snaps and zippers and add a quick dab of water-resistant SureHold Snap Stick. SureHold, clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're tuned into ShipShape TV, America's favorite boat improvement show.
So what you see here, John, is a 3mm brushed piece of SeaDek. This is a 5mm. It's a storm gray. It's actually the same color combination we're using for America's Cup American Dream sailing team.
Okay, why would a racing sailboat, Jason, why would they want such a relatively thin piece of SeaDek? What does it give advantage-wise?
Well, as you probably know, with racing at that level, weight is everything. So the 3mm still gives great non-skid and comfort, but it's low profile, lightweight.
So less wind resistance.
Correct.
Okay, it's lightweight, and that's everything in sail racing. Okay, this is fantastic. Guys, welcome back. Where we're now at is in Rockledge, Florida. We're at world headquarters for SeaDek, but kind of where we left off back at the upholstery shop is we loaded up the upholstery, we loaded up our 3 pieces for our back bench seat, went to the television studios, put it back, installed it back into the boat, and we trailered the boat up here to Rockledge. It's right back behind us. And who we again have on the program is Jason Gardner. And Jason, I really didn't know that SeaDek came in different thicknesses. Rienier Lopez was mentioning that for the height of our snap. And what is the actual height of the snap coming off from the fiberglass back bench seat?
So that snap sits about 6mm off the deck surface, which is perfect because our 3mm over 3mm color combination is exactly 6mm.
Okay, fantastic. So you've got 3, you've got 5, you've got 8, you've got 10mm, you've got 15, you've got 20. Where would somebody use a relatively thick piece of SeaDek And what does it give that person?
So behind the helm is a perfect example. An anti-fatigue helm station pad.
Okay.
You have the thinner, higher density material on top, a thicker, low density material on the bottom, durability on top, comfort below.
Okay, so you get some good cushion. The thicker the SeaDek, apparently the more cushioning you get. Let's get into coaming bolster material, and can you show everybody that?
So this is an example of one of our coaming bolsters, a little thinner than you might get, but it's blue over white. It's high density on top, low on the bottom. Nice comfort and cushion, easy installation, just peel and stick it.
Okay, why is this piece of SeaDek so thick?
So that's another new product. That's a flat fender. They stack.
You're kidding me.
No, it's awesome. They don't roll around. They match your SeaDek. The color combination can match it perfectly.
You guys come up with so many different things. Now, we brought the boat here on Friday, and Darren started templating it using Mylar. And I'm trying to figure out why he used a relatively low technique process of templating the boat when I know that you have 3D digitizers and all the cool bells and whistles. Okay, why did they just kind of trace out a pattern? Was that due to the complex curves in the bench seat?
That's exactly it. As you've seen before on the show, a nice flat surface, the electronic digitizer captures that no problem, lickety split. With those complex curves, we go back to Mylar because it's much easier to capture all those complex curves and dimensional shapes.
So then it goes to CAD and they clean up the lines and everything and they shoot it off to a CNC machine to actually cut.
That's right.
And Jason, what we need to do is we need to take our last time out of the day, okay? But if people have questions on SeaDek, if they want to maybe find one of their local certified SeaDek installers and fabricators, okay? You got them all over the country, all over the world. Actually, how can we get people connected?
So the easiest way is to go to the website, SeaDek.com, SeaDek.com. Just go to the directory, there's a map of the world. Wherever you are, we've got someone who can get SeaDek for your boat.
This is Darren Lassiter, and Darren just got promoted here at SeaDek. He's now a manager with the Hyperfit division, and he is an expert templater as well as installer. And I see that you have the Mylar in your hands here, Darren. And I know that curvature like this is very difficult. Sometimes we want to just go back to old school techniques in order to get things to fit perfect. But you cut all the material. This is mocha over black. And I do have a question about those logos in that backrest area where it says SeaDek and has the Ship Shape TV logo. That does not look like it's been CNC machined in or anything like that. That looks completely different.
It is completely different. It's not CNC cut like we normally would. We actually burn it in with a laser. And from a designer standpoint, it really takes away all the limitations involving size or shapes of logos. We're limitless with what we can do with the laser.
Well, speaking of design, okay, if you look at my deck, all right, this is brown, okay, over black. I wanted a complementary color. The bench seat is actually mocha over black, and they switched out the color lily pad, diving board pad, that's on the diving board, and lily pad is one of your accounts.
Correct.
So we made it the same matching color. And you know, this original deck is about 7 years old, guys. You can see what great shape it's in. It does need to get cleaned up, but how do we do that?
We can clean it with Deck Magic, which we've got. We worked pretty hard on getting a product that was good with our material.
Take us through the process.
What you're going to want to do with it is you basically want to spray it down and give it 3 to 5 minutes to soak with a medium bristle brush or with a low setting on a pressure washer. You come back through and wash it off and it's like new.
So guys, here's where we started, okay, with the raw fiberglass bench seat, all right? Here it is now with the SeaDek installed, and here it is with the upholstery on when we're actually cruising. And man, we got a lot of people we need to thank who helped make this show possible. First off, we need to thank everybody down at Miami Prestige Interiors. We had Rienier, him and his wife Deborah, okay, to kind of run the operation. Their dad was even helping out with a lot of the one-way fasteners and everything. That was really cool to look at. Now the wind cannot rip off this upholstery when we're driving down the highway, which is awesome. We're gonna have cushion when we're cruising. We're gonna have unbelievable traction from the lily pad diving board coming into the boat now that we have the SeaDek installed. We had Jason Gardner on the program. Darren, we need to thank you. We had so many experts, Bill Lindsey from Starbrite, so many experts in the marine industry, but the most important one that we need to thank here, that's right, it's you. Thanks so much for hanging out with us here in Rockledge, okay, for the last half hour at SeaDek. And I'm John Greviskis. Again, Darren, we will see you on the next go around.
This episode of ShipShape TV has been brought to you by SureHold. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of newly uploaded ShipShape TV episodes.